Hey guys, John V from Phone Arena here. Right now you're watching our video review of the Fitbit Flex. CES 2014 showed us that it's going to be the year of the fitness tracker just because a lot of companies were quick to make their announcements. One company that's ahead the game though is Fitbit. They've been doing this for a long time now, and this is one of their latest devices, the Fitbit Flex, which is their wearable fitness and sleep tracker. Its design isn't ornate, rather the Fitbit Flex has a simple and minimalist design. At its core, it's nothing more than this rubberized band. It's water resistant and it's meant to be worn around your wrist at all times. Unlike some wearable trackers, it's not something we have to worry about clipping onto us or carrying in our pockets. So basically we just wrap it around our wrist, adjust the strap to our liking, and just push down and stays in place. It's something we just wear and don't have to worry about fiddling around with. Interestingly enough, it's not the band that's the heart and soul of the Fitbit Flex. Instead, it's the module inside of it. So basically, it stays in place like so. You can remove it. And this tiny portion here is the Fitbit Flex itself. Interestingly enough, it's this tiny thing that houses all the components, the 5 LED lights on the front, the internal battery, the proprietary charger, and the 3-axis accelerometer, which is used to measure different motion patterns to determine things like calories burned, distance traveled, steps taken, and even our sleep quality. We're not too thrilled to know that we had to rely on a proprietary charger to charge the Fitbit Flex, but again, the reason why they use that as opposed to micro USB is because of its water resistant properties. So you could take a shower, you could swim in this and you have no worries about it getting damaged. But the thing about the proprietary charger is that, of course, like anything else that's proprietary, if you lose it, you're going to have to get a replacement. So that's something you'll have a spare around the house. Behind the black translucent plastic are 5 LEDs, so when we tap the touch sensitive area below it, it's going to light up accordingly to show how far we've gotten with our goal. So by default, it's at 10,000 steps, so if we hit 5, that means we reached it. Inside of the wrist strap, it's still pretty sensitive, but sometimes we gotta tap it a couple of times for it to register. Now to put the Fitbit Flex into sleep mode, we gotta continuously tap it until we feel a buzz and then it goes into that mode. To get out of sleep mode, we just continue to tap it again until we feel that buzz. Naturally, the Fitbit Flex gathers all the necessary data, but in order to view them, we have to check out the accompanying application, which you could download for free through the App Store or for your Android through the Google Play Store. Now, it's connected via Bluetooth 4.0, so it utilizes less power. So the Fitbit app itself is pretty extensive with its data and how it presents it. So here is the dashboard. So the first thing we see, it shows us if we're connected, the battery life. Unfortunately, we can't see the battery life on the unit itself. We have to rely on the app for that. From here, it shows us how many steps we've taken, which corresponds to how far we've actually walked or traveled. In turn, based on our height and weight, it kind of calculates how many calories we burned and also knows how many minutes we've been active as opposed to just walking. So if you love looking into data, you'll really appreciate what the app offers. So if we click on steps, it shows us exactly how we're doing throughout the day in this graph here. So we can look at yesterday, how many steps we've taken, and it breaks it down by hour. Now, if I put it into landscape, it's going to give us even some additional data. So we can actually modify it. So we could view by day, by week, see how we're doing throughout the week or the month, and you could see what the goal is, 10,000. There are some days we've actually achieved that and exceeded that, and we could change it so we could view different things like calories, distance, and even those active minutes. If you're serious about hitting a specific weight goal, you can actually input additional things like what you eat and how much water you consume. So with the food here, it's basically a calorie tracker. We could put in the different types of food we've consumed, and from there, it's going to give us some nutritional information on how many calories it is. Unfortunately, though, we could only search by name. It doesn't have like a barcode scanner to quickly get information about it. It'd been nice if that was offered. And on top of that, you could also put in how much water you consume. And finally, there's a social aspect with the application. Now, it's only bare bones. It would have been nice if there's more functionality to it. Basically, it's a ranking approach. See how you're doing against your friends from a 7-day perspective. Unfortunately, if you click a friend, the only thing you can do is just cheer them, taunt them, or send them a message. That's about it. And it doesn't show you what they're doing day by day. It's only a weekly tally. For those of you curious about pricing, the Fitbit Flex can be purchased for $100, and it comes with the tracker itself, 2 wristbands, one large, one small. It has the proprietary charger and a USB dongle adapter so you can connect it with a PC. Out of everything, the Fitbit Flex gives us that conveniency of not having to worry, just because all we gotta do is just wear it around our wrist and that's about it. There's nothing else to do more. We could set to sleep mode just by quickly tapping on it. It's waterproof, so if we're in the shower or if we're running through the rain, there's no worry about it getting damaged. Even though it's going to be seeing some heated competition in the very near future, the Flex is really setting the pace for everything else out there. There's that stylish element with the band. It has a water-resistant property to it, so it's not something we have to worry about keeping track of. And what it does is that it's very discreet. The app that accompanies the Fitbit Flex is also pretty comprehensive in what it provides us. Some very useful information to help better us. So if you guys want to learn more about the Fitbit Flex, you could check out our website, phonearena.com. It's John V. Thanks for watching.